And this is Meso. This is Mayan versus Mayan.
All right, we got Mayans versus Mayans.
Yep. And we've got a meal already built. It was pretty fast by Thermopylai, maybe because it didn't find the chips in the pretty early game. So fortunately the berries were seen at the start. I saw that Archon was around. I don't know if he's still around. Archon, who is the author of the Horde.
Yep, one of the classic AIs. One of the oldest AIs too, I think.
Yeah.
It's been updated for years.
Maybe for 3 years.
Yeah, I think it's one of the few AIs in the user patch era that actually predated the user patch.
Yeah.
The Horde, Eagle's Revenge, and Crusade. Crusade didn't really get many updates with user patch, but those are some of the AIs that come to my mind. The list is pretty small, especially in the Davis Cup.
Yep.
Alright, so we got some hunting from Red near the center of the map here. We got Thermopylai making a mill for the hunting.
Yep.
That should help out a lot.
It is spamming message at its point of view.
Looks like we got the first lumber camp up. And it would have been nice to have the back forest, I suppose. But the location certainly isn't bad. It might be the closest forest for Red. And Blue has a lot of forest in the back, which is nice. Although walking around the gold mine for Blue,
yeah, it does have a
large one
perfect
might
map.
be hard.
Yeah, the map is clearly at the favor of Blue.
Yep. If Red could, there's a hill kind of on the bottom side of Blue's town. Red could attack from that angle and get a hill advantage, but it's hard for AIs to use elevation.
Yeah. And at this point, none of those AIs use it, I think.
Yeah, I'm not aware of any.
So here we already can see that the latest version of the Horde went for skirmishers as a priority, a main unit. It is
And it looks like the same here.
Yep. And
Red is on the way to feudal age. Yeah, with 32 villagers, so I would expect a fast castle build.
Yeah, it already does have a lot of food. Oh, it's researching Wellborough. Okay. It researched everything.
Yeah, so we got blacksmith and archery range, and some spearmen, which is not the best against some Mayans, but
yeah, that's right.
We'll see. Also got a tower in the back for Red. The placement of the tower could be better, I suppose. Maybe.
Well, that would be something easy to fix for Marathon. Just the situation of training spearmen or not. If you are opposite to a Meso civilization, I think that you don't need to train spearmen, because I guess that spearman is trained to counter potential scouts.
Yeah, so we got blue skirmishers and attacking now.
Yeah.
Got a few archers mixed in as well. We got some skirmishers and archers defending also, but blue is outnumbering red.
Yeah, it did have more units, and Here we can see the power of going for full skirmishers at the start.
So, unfortunately, there's a lot of red villagers not able to go to gold or wood because they're all in the same spot.
Yeah, that's a shame.
So, it's a
And
big blow to Thermopylai. Might be enough to cost the match, but it's too early to call it right now.
yep. Well, the tower could have been built in a better position. That would have helped a lot, forcing the Horde to retreat.
Yep, looks like Horde's advancing to the Castle Age.
Yep, it plays very safely because it decided to retreat while it had a clear advantage. Another AI do it, Daedric. Daedric tends to do the same, retreating while researching castle, regardless its domination or not.
Maybe that's to save up resources for Castle Age technologies.
Mm-hmm.
And save its armies instead of letting them die to enemy soldiers. But also gives Red some time to potentially build up here. But
Oh, he does have
Thermopylai is well away from the Castle Age.
Yep, but a second lumber camp which is in a better position.
Yes, that'll be good.
Yeah, the market isn't the... it is really exposed. That's a shame.
And defending against crossbowmen in the feudal age is really hard.
Yep. Interesting to see that the Horde doesn't go for eagles.
I guess it's a pretty easy transition going from skirmishers to crossbows.
Yep, of course. And it offers the opportunity of booming pretty well while keeping training range units. Okay, cartography is researched by Thermopylai. I think that at this point it's really useless. I think that cartography shouldn't be researched in 1v1.
Yeah, it doesn't seem helpful at all.
And we've got one ram just to finish the game.
Yep, seems like the ram could be pushed in pretty quick here. It was retreating for a bit. And all the archers are just blocking its way toward the town center.
Yeah, that's what I was noticing. And the Horde is building a mining camp on the gold.
And the ram's hitting the town center now.
Yep. It's GG, 1-0 for the Horde.
And it's game over at this point. So yep, the Horde has won the first match.
So let me change the score first. And let's go for the 4v4. The opportunity for us to discover the way Thermopylai will play as pocket and flank.
Yes.
You ready? Well, are you ready, Leif?
All right, here we go for the 4v4.
Okay, here we go. Oh, we've got a name changed as Celt for Thermopylai. William
Yep,
Wallace.
Celts, Koreans, Mongols, and Persians.
Yep.
So, speaking of the pocket and flank strategies, just looking at the Thermopylae players, we've got Celts and the Koreans as flank, and Mongols and Persians as pocket.
Yeah.
So you'd expect Knights as pockets, so Persians will be good there, and Mongols are fine.
Yeah, both are pretty good. They do have bloodline.
I wonder if we might see some elite Mangudai from the Mongols.
Mm-hmm.
Might be harder for AIs to use them effectively, at least without groups. But then for the Horde, we've got Mongols and Persians as flanks, so the exact opposite.
Yes, that's right. And Korean as pocket is a great thief for the Horde, I would say. Because it loves to go for scorpions, which can work pretty well against ranged units.
I wonder if we'll see scorpions from the Celts as well.
Yes. Yeah, we could see a double scorpions, maybe.
Alright, so looking at the players, purple I think is a pretty good map here. The golden is in a good spot, and so is the first lumber camp.
Yeah, it was the best position regarding the different forest.
And then looking at the other flank for orange, the forest is in a weird spot, but it's the Horde might not find it. The gold is great though.
Yep. Well.
And I wonder if from this, judging from the 1v1, we might see Horde being more aggressive or not. We'll see. But if orange wanted to be aggressive, I'd say that just based on where the blue's gold is, that could be a nice place to attack.
What I like is the perfect position of the farms, Thermopylai side, even around the mill.
Yes, that is nice.
But unfortunately,
the mill instead of the town center.
Orange didn't find its two boars.
Aha.
And purple was a bit late to lure the second boar, but well.
Yeah, failing to get both boars, that almost makes me wonder if there's something in the script that didn't run properly.
Mm-hmm.
But either case, we got purple up to the feudal age, while all of the Horde players are in the feudal age now.
Yeah, and blue is going for scout.
Yep, which are basically in Orange's town right now. Orange did have a defensive spearman, but an archer was around to kill it.
Yeah, unfortunately. But as long as the economy is not touched, I think that it's not too bad for Orange.
Nope. Yeah, so far Orange has just lost units, except for now the town center is garrisoned from the scouts.
Yep.
Not too dangerous yet, but looks like blue found the lumber camp. Yeah, there's some damage now.
Well, it's hurt, but it's not dead. And in the opposite side, how it's turning, it looks like purple did manage to defend pretty well against steel.
Yep.
And purple is researching Castle Age. So it's turning fine for purple.
Yep, and then the pockets are also in the Castle Age, as you'd expect. Red just now started hunting the boar.
So, okay, so yellow goes for knights, same for red, it makes sense. That's a good point. Yellow is coming. Oh, it does have one archer, cavalry archers supporting the knight.
We got green coming for orange now. And blue is there as well.
Well, the Horde is known for having a great coordination. It makes the Horde really dangerous in team games.
Yeah, so we got yellow. Looks like he's going to try to... Not sure where yellow is going.
Yeah, it looks like he's hesitating between helping
right
around. Supporting a purple maybe? Hard to say. Well, purple is actually in a very good position, but it needs to attack. It does have the military advantage, but teal is very vicious. Look at those units which are close to the tower. That's a pretty strong defense for teal.
Yep, there's no way you can attack at that part of the town.
Maybe purple needs to upgrade more its archery units. It does have fletching, but nothing else.
Yep. Getting into the mid-castle age. So it's a bit late here. While teal has everything except for the leather archer armor.
Yeah, but it does have elite skirmishers, which is so strong versus crossbows. And this way, teal killed so many units already. And we've got grey coming with scorpions.
Yeah, it's fun to see all those scorpions coming. Maybe not fun for Thermopylai. But we do see some coordination here, red and purple both attacking at the same time. That tower that was surrounded by archers later is now close to being knocked down.
Well, yellow is actually training a lot of various units because now we can see some elite skirmishers.
Meanwhile, orange isn't doing too great. Got a lot of green soldiers in the town. And gray is holding its ground with the scorpions.
Yeah.
It's hard for AIs to do them well unless they have a group of cavalry.
Well, its Imperial each time was pretty good. That's impressive. And of course, scorpions work so well against ranged units. Only knights can counter the scorpions in Castle Age.
Or mangonels, but
yeah,
AIs hardly ever use them.
Mangonels, rams.
Yep.
And cavaliers, green cavaliers are coming on yellow. So yellow does have pikemen, scouts, camels, knights, cavalry, archers. This is various, I would say.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of a good variety of units from yellow and red.
Oh, yep.
And I am looking at yellow soldiers. We've got some patrolling going on. I don't know if it's to the right spot. And it's not going to help too much with an AI that's with an ally that's almost killed off. But so looking at purple, the scorpions are making their way toward purple's
so
town center.
Wow.
Yeah, we got blue's knights in here as well.
Well, I'm counting actually 58 scorpions.
Wow. Meanwhile, Koreans went for their famous cavaliers.
Ah, yep. Well, the kill ratio is clearly at the advantage of each of the Horde. Look at this.
By the way, I'm curious why orange was William Wallace. Maybe it's something like the general, where the general only has some civilizations where it changes the name.
Yep. Yeah, in fact.
Because I haven't found names for all the civilizations yet. But yeah, wow. If you just look at Purple's town again, there's so many scorpions.
Yeah.
68 siege units. I bet like 50 of those at least are scorpions. It's just crazy.
And look at this. 300 kill and 19 blows for Grey.
Wow.
So for the Horde it was a good choice of units. It managed to boom pretty well as Pocket, of course, while training a lot of units. The coordination works well too.
Yep, down to a 2v4 situation, and it's a pretty tough one for Thermopylai.
And Thermopylai want to fight till the end, till being zero population.
That's the style.
It was 5 TCs for blue, 5 TCs for green, 5 TCs for grey. It's a lot of TCs, each the Horde.
We're seeing 150 villagers, well not villagers. We got about 125 villagers in green and several trade units. When you have a whole bunch of cavaliers and war wagons, I guess you don't need a lot of soldiers.
Yes, that's right. And the market, the trade route was pretty good. Okay, so a domination for the Horde. I'm pretty sure that Thermopylai could show much more in the other games. Facing the Horde is definitely a pretty hard game.
It's one of the best AIs for a long time.
Yep. And it's actually a top 5 AIs in the Davis Cup. Okay, so we've got actually a 2-0 at the advantage of the Horde, and we've got a last game, the 2v2. Okay, I assume that you're ready, Leif. So
Yep, I'm ready to go.
I started. Oh, Goth plus Byzantine. So
Aha.
both are pretty strong in infantry.
Yep, certainly for the Goths. And then we got Byzantines. Might see some classic laid strategies from Thermopylai.
Yeah. So in 4v4 we saw that sometimes the Horde can go for scouts. In 1v1 and 2v2 I think that it actually prefers to go for skirmishers. So let's say that the spearman trend by Thermopylai won't be that useful once again in this game.
One thing I'm noticing is that Capture Age doesn't capture the changed AI names.
Oh, okay, interesting.
It's another case where Thermopylai is changing the names. We got Theodoric for the Goths, and then it's actually the Byzantines' name is cut off on mine because it's long. And also, I'd make a fool of myself if I tried to pronounce it.
Ah, yes. Okay, interesting.
But anyway, let's look at the actual match here. So we got Thermopylai on the right side of the map.
Yes, red and yellow. Oh, blue lost 1 villagers against the boar.
Ah. And it looks like all the other villagers are too scared to hunt it again. So that could hurt. Red has a lot of hills around its town, and the gold is not the worst spot, but it could be better.
Yeah. Well,
Forests are far away.
It's typically a hard map. I mean, this kind of Arabia is definitely something hard with not that many trees, a lot of lake. But green does have a good forest, I would say, in the front. Unfortunately, its lumber camp is really exposed, built in the wrong side of the forest. But the second lumber camp is good.
I'd say the yellow's map looks pretty good though.
Yeah, but I don't like the second lumber camp. But I won't blame Thermopylai for this. Because the forest
No, it's hard to build them in good locations.
Yep. So yellow does already have 5 villagers, meaning gold. So we should see some archers. Blue side is gonna be probably the same. As expected, blue goes for skirmishers and same for green. Oh, but green goes... Maybe green... Okay, green goes for some archers too, not skirmishers only, which is a good news for Thermopylai, I would say.
Meanwhile, Thermopylai only has spearmen and red has some militia.
Oh yes, 1 militia for red, that's right, for some reasons.
Maybe it'll turn into men-at-arms at some point. There we go, yep. Man-at-arms now. We got another case where the red tower is not in the best spot.
Yeah.
Sounds like it's
Yeah, it's good.
not being built.
It would be interesting to see what is the condition to build the tower.
I think I saw in the chat that Marathon said it might be an issue with it too big of the placement size and using place control.
Okay.
Or maybe for some reason it's as the radius increases each pass, it's not finding a good spot to build it. It look like elevations they cause for it building it in a weird spot because Red's tower is on the base of the hill.
Oh, carries green, which is coming on the gold. Yellow's gold. It already does have a decent army.
Yellow only had, yeah. Yellow only had one villager, but that's still gonna hurt. Villager gathering gold anyway. And I'm looking for yellow. The only other places where they could relocate their gold are in even worse spots, so that's hard.
Okay, but it managed to defend quite well. I saw that the yellow's TC killed few militians. That helped. And red is targeting green. Look at this. Maybe it didn't find
Yes,
blue.
there we go.
Well, it can work maybe. Let's see.
Just found blue right now, I think.
Okay, let's see if it will retarget or not. Anyway, it's cool to see
Some of
that.
Red soldiers went idle.
Yep. Thermopylai adapt its unit trend regarding the civilization. That's a good point. Okay, maybe not the best timing for red. Attacking green just when that one is Castle Age.
Yep, but looks like red is retreating. So that's good. So we've got red in Castle Age, almost in Castle Age.
Yep.
And blue on their way to attack red. It's gonna have to get at least skirmisher pretty soon. There we go. We've got lone swordsman coming.
Red is really unlucky because of the heal.
Yeah.
And moreover, blue does have bow and arrow. It wasn't the case of red.
All those skirmishers and crossbowmen are gonna keep red from being able to recover quickly.
Okay, a third archer range for
and
red.
yellow doesn't really have enough units to help defend.
Well, blue is just harassing the poor villagers.
We've got green attacking yellow now, but retreating maybe because of the castle.
Okay. Interesting to see Cataphract even in Castle Age for yellow.
And there's green retreating again. It's kind of a back and forth. Yellow has cataphracts, which might help out a little bit.
Yep.
It's not really going to do much against the knights and ranged units. There's no infantry units where the cataphracts really help out.
It makes me thinking that Thermopylai is close to Tron in the strategy. I mean, Tron tends to go for a fast castle and train unique units. And it's almost what Thermopylai tends to do. Well, it stays a bit more in Feudal Age, but it loves to go for unique units, like with the Cataphracts as Byzantine.
Now we're seeing blue mixing in some cataphracts as well. Was able to defend against blue's attack.
Well, overall, I would say that yellow is doing fine versus green. The game is pretty close between them. Yellow is in a position now to attack the green's economy. Unfortunately, red is now almost dead. Well, clearly that is one population I didn't notice.
It's going to be hard for yellow to defend 1 versus 2.
Of course.
And it looks like green is on the way to the Imperial Age now. Make some damage. And we got some idle villagers from green at least. And now green's army is responding. Alright, blue's on the way to the Imperial Age as well. We got a ram coming from yellow. But green is already coming on the way to defend against this exposed town center, and that ram might go down before it reaches the town center. But we got some pikemen garrison inside the ram as it's going to the town center. So that's good to see. Most AIs don't know how to garrison the rams well, including mine. Alright, looks like blue is trying to defend their ally. Now they're both on the way to attack. A lot of cataphracts from blue. I make that Megano last long.
Yep, cataphract, some camels.
So yellow does have the most villagers of any player right now. Just watching that number to see if blue is going to make any headway.
And
I think we got some idle villagers, but not a lot of dead villagers yet.
Yeah, I'm really impressed by yellow, which is eventually researching the Imperial Age, but it managed to defend pretty well at this point in 1v2. It tends to train trash units, but as Byzantine, it's something I would say usual.
Yep, it reminds me of the classic Lade AI. He was good at defending and surviving well, and then booming with trash units. That's at least what I remember. But blue's here with some capped rams and trebuchets. But we do have Halberdier from blue, from yellow. Yep, from blue. I was right the first time.
Yeah.
And green's got champions from the Goths.
Yeah, champions.
I guess we're starting to see the Goth blood here.
At this point, we would like to see many yellow cataphracts to destroy all those infantry from green, but it won't happen.
Yeah.
I think that this one,
wonder if
the 2v2 was
green
differently
decided to.
Sorry? What did you say?
Oh, I was thinking I wonder if the Horde waited to transition to infantry until this point. But yeah, I think what you're saying is that this 2v2 was one of the most interesting matches.
The most close game between those two AIs, at least Yellow did fine. But well, we can see that the Horde managed to produce the same amount of military units and villagers, but at the same time it can reach Imperial Age faster than its opponents. That's why the Horde is a top AI actually. Okay, I think that we can consider that the game is over. Maybe we can check together the bracket and see what happened in the previous games, because of course some games were streamed this week.
Yep, let's see what matches we can look forward to next.
Yep. So GG. It was interesting.